We're back in White Lake, Michigan, just a stone's throw northwest of Detroit. Chef James Rigato has created a destination restaurant and a menu with a solid foundation in homegrown products. This culinary getaway welcomes diners with customary Midwest meat and potatoes, while also making vegetarian and vegan guests feel right at home.
I love farro. It's a really cool grain. I had never heard of it until James introduced it to me.
It's got a great chew, it's rich, it deserves to be the center of attention.
It's nutty and you feel good eating it.
This is cooked farro, so it's a dried grain that we cook in a little bit of salted water. I'm going to add the roasted leeks to it, which we roast in a little bit of olive oil. And I kind of went heavy on the olive oil because it'll kind of take on the leek flavor. It's a nice onion presence without being biting or taxing on the palate.
And the leeks are caramelized, which also adds a sweet flavor to it.
There's a lot of sweet components in the dish, and I like to anchor it with some savory.
I'm smelling it too.
I know, right?
So,
Absolutely.
Yum.
So I add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. We have fresh squeezed orange as well, and then the actual blood orange segments.
Look at that color.
I know.
The sweet tart flavor from the blood oranges that just marry it all together.
So it kind of has this berry quality to it. It's like an orange with the personality of like a blackberry and a red grapefruit. Some pickled raisins.
You pickled the raisins? I've never heard of that.
It's kind of like a hot pickle, so I use the vinegar. It soaks up the acidity, so it kind of tastes like a pickled raisin.
It's the raisins that make you want to have it again. It's really that good.
This is a vegan dish, correct?
Absolutely, 100% vegan.
I appreciate the vegan menu,
I like that I can get what I'm actually looking for here.
and it's sort of a bonus that it tastes really good.
So a little bit of arugula, and this I like to add at the end. Otherwise, the acidity and the orange juice will start to kind of break down the arugula. I like to top it with chopped pistachios.
Ooh.
A little bit of crunch, and they're kind of chopped at the same size as the farro, so the texture in the mouth all kind of feels harmonious.
Oh, it looks so good. I absolutely know I'm gonna love it.
The farro is hearty, the sweet and tangy with the blood orange.
I'm not a vegan personally, but if I was a vegan, I could eat that every day.
And that was delicious. The peppery arugula gives it a nice bit of spice.
You don't have to be like strict vegetarian or anything. You can be anyone and love that salad.
After a healthy start, Chef James showcases his versatility in the kitchen and respect for Michigan tradition by serving up a little Polish comfort food.
Detroit is, it really is, it has so many different cultures inside the city limits, and Hamtramck is just Polish town.
It's important that we pay attention to our culture and heritage. I grew up on pierogies.
Oh, they're so good.
Okay, Chef, you have no idea how excited I am for this specific dish because I grew up in pierogies, so I am dying to know what you do with yours.
Definitely stuck with a traditional pierogi style. So I have our house-made sauerkraut here that fermented for about 2 weeks, and I'm going to heat it up in a little bit of chicken stock. A lot of the year is Michigan cabbage.
It's fermented until it gets really soft and just takes on this little soury, tangy taste to it.
I like the juxtaposition of the sauerkraut with the meat.
Smoke is a very familiar smell, flavor, idea, and I think that also adds a depth to the dish. That smoke and beef, it's dark. It's a very dark, robust, intense flavor. I like to spice it, smoke it, and then we take it out of the smoker and we braise it in coffee and beer. And you can use it. Yeah, absolutely.
Why coffee and beer?
I think that the flavor profiles kind of fit. You see a lot of coffee stouts out there.
It has great flavor to it.
It has a very nice smoky flavor to it, and the beef is so very tender.
I killed the heat on both of these items, and I'm gonna let them sit in the pan for a second. I like to put the sour cream on the bottom. So this is our Guernsey sour cream with a little bit of toasted caraway seed. So then here's the sauerkraut.
There they are. There are the beauties.
It's a little bit of a kind of white, light color, like white on white on white. So we add just a little bit of fresh parsley, slight drizzle of olive oil.
Put it on there, baby. I'm okay with it. Oh my God.
That's our pierogi.
I really can't wait
Well,
to
good.
try them.
That they were excellent.
There was the smokiness from the meat inside,
And get a little bit of the caraway from the sour cream.
the crispiness and the rich fattiness from the fried pierogi itself.
A little tanginess from the cabbage.
When we come back, Chef James shows us how to take advantage of what's available in Michigan.
I love fish.
Absolutely, so do I.
He puts an Asian twist on the popular Lake Superior whitefish.
For more on these recipes, go to cookingchanneltv.com.